Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. It's actually a pretty nice day here in Las Vegas. Like I almost could wear short sleeve. I thought I was gonna be cold out here. I'm gonna work on the car today, like cleaning it. I got this stuff I'm gonna try to get some of these scratches off from when I hit the car that time. Not hit another car, I mean when my car hit the dumpster. the edge, the concrete around the dumpster. Not the dumpster wouldn't have done this. That's the concrete around the dumpster. So I'm gonna see if this will do anything. It's supposed to. I don't know. Was this was the scratch? Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, supposed to remove oxidation, scratches, water spots, and heavy swirls. But it said to do it when Okay. Okay, it does say clean, so I was starting. Let me clean the car first. All right, because it wants it to be dry, but it does want it to be clean. I wasn't sure because I was starting to kind of work on it before I started the live. But I'm going to clean the car first. Let's wash it first.
Carlos and Kristen, say hi.
Hello, hello. Here, let me get this up. We're going to wash it first, okay? You guys, let me get this in the sun here. I got this stuff, this Rain-X car wash. Works pretty good. It's supposed to be for like 100 washes, so you're only supposed to put like a smidge in here, like an ounce or something like that. Let me see.
Hey, John.
Yeah, 1 ounce. Hello, everybody. I've missed y'all. I know we haven't done a lot of lives recently. Let me get the hose.
Are you not cold? Is it cold out here?
So we have to wash the car at home or one of those ones that you, what do you call it? Like where you could like have your own hose and do it yourself. But that doesn't make sense because those cost money. So it's like, just do it at home. But like when we lived in apartments, we go to those ones. But we actually used to do a lot of times the drive-through ones. But since the car is damaged, I'm not going to take it through a drive-through. Probably rip off the whole rest of the light. So amazing. All that damage, I don't know if you guys could see. This was from a while ago. Like, man, what was it, about 6 months ago probably now? With all that damage, the car still works perfectly. Like the headlight works all this time, like even though it's broken, like even though the glass is broken. I thought like it would rip off the rest of the glass like when you're driving or something, but no, we've taken this car now 3 times to and from LA with the thing like that, and it like it doesn't break anymore, you know. It's really, really fortunate. I guess this we got a Mercedes for, but I'm still really mad about this. But the one good thing that came out of it was we got our car payment lower. Oh, geez, that was way too much. That poured way too much. Oh, gee, this is gonna be very soapy. We got our car payment lowered and the whole loan lowered because we, refinanced it with USAA because I'm a veteran, so way better. They saved us a fortune, which we may not have done. Hold on a second, guys. There's my sponges here. Myself a little bucket. Give me a second, I know it's a little loud. I'm not talking right now because it's a little loud, so hold on. I'm filling up my bucket for my sponges. Oh, hey, you guys, we finally got the dishwasher fully installed. That was actually a real nightmare because they forgot to send some parts.
I found them. They're in the dishwasher.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, they're in the.
Oh, that's what happened. Well, okay, so they did send the parts, but they were inside the dishwasher. But when the guys came to try to install it, there's missing some parts that have to come from like the distributor, basically, the factory. And so we went to every hardware store. No, they don't have them. So we finally ordered it from Amazon, but then it got delayed. So we had needed like 3 parts to fully install it here. And so the guy had gotten it pushed into the space, but we were waiting on these parts, and then we went to LA. So finally, and then the guy was busy. So finally yesterday, he finished it, and so we have working dishwasher. I think, did you try it yet this morning? Have you turned it on, or did you just?
It works.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Richard turned it on this morning, so that's cool. It's really nice. So, okay, I'm gonna start by spraying the car off here. It's not gonna be like a perfect, car detail, but the car's really dirty. We took it to LA, and the fact that we have to do it at home, it doesn't get as washed as often, I should say. We used to, we would just take it through one of those drive-thrus, or even our other car, we would have those guys, they'll hand wash it, it's like $10. Uh-oh, you guys can't see me. Hold on, can't even see me. But since we have that damage now, I've been having to do it at home, and I just haven't gotten to it. I'm gonna try to get some of these scratches out with this thing. I was working on these ones over here. Got the whole side here. So mad that I did that one time. I'm like, every time I look at my car, it makes me mad because it's my fault. It was like, the only thing I can say is I just was not paying attention enough, because I just took the turn wrong of the into the parking space. So it was like I was just parking and I took it wrong. Let me see if you guys can see so I can make sure. Oh, okay. You can see all that. Okay, good. And it just messed it up so bad, but like I said, it's fully operational, so that's the only fortunate thing, but it sucks. Every time I have to look at my car, I'm like, darn it. And they want $5,000 to fix it, or we have a $1,000 deductible with our insurance. And I'm like, I don't feel like paying that, nor do we have it usually. We don't have a spare $1,000 and for things like that. Also, I don't want my insurance to go up. So I have a really good rate on my insurance because I'm usually a really good driver. It makes me so mad. Like my only accident since I've been with Richard in the last 13 years was that, running into the dumpster. It's stupid. Just really got it good though. Crunch. I have this hose will reach. Alright, I'm gonna start cleaning it off on this side of it. Alright. Okay, I got one of these. Which one do I use? I use this thing. I think I got these ones are kind of nice. Yeah, that's good. So I really like cleaning cars, if you're wondering why I'm doing it. Me and my dad for a very short time, I want to try and get some of these scratches off if I can. I don't know if that's going to work though. It's just like, oh, so ugly. I'm just glad the car is fully operational, because if I had broke the headlight, that's pretty much the big expense. So it's like $5,000 for, the bumper part's not the most expensive, it's the headlight fixture. So if I had busted that, then we'd have no choice. We would have had to fix it immediately, and then I'm like, oh no. I don't know how we would have done that. So it was fortunate that it's still operational, but yeah, makes me mad. But anyways, we just got back from LA on Sunday, I want to say Wednesday. It was an okay trip, not the best one we've ever had, but Richard had a great time in Arizona and with that job, and he's been working now, so that's super awesome. He's been working really hard, and I'm really excited. And I am going back to New York because LA just isn't going to be as best as I thought it was going to be. So I'm actually very excited for my trip in January. Even though I thought I didn't want to go back, this always happens to me. Like, oh, on this car?
Yeah, there's chocolate. How much it costs?
I know. Why should I even talk about that? I don't bring that up. Yeah, stupid key for this car. Don't ever lose your key or break it with a Mercedes. Sheesh. We actually needed the key though, because the problem was we bought this car used from one of them donkey, used car crappy places that you go to. Although I had to do that in my car, except for what I did to it. But they didn't give us the actual hard key. All we had was the clicker thing, and then there's supposed to be a hard key that goes into it, but they didn't have that. So we bought the car with just like the clicker thing, but the problem is, well, if only if your battery ever dies on the little clicker thing, you can't get in your car. But also, there's some things that you have to have the hard key for that we found out about. It was something recently, I can't remember. It was something when we took it somewhere to get some work done. I can't fully remember what it was because it's been a minute. But like if we didn't have the hard key, if we just had the clicker thing, because you guys know what I'm talking about, those ones that it's the clicker, but it's also it's the key to put in the car, but then there's like a regular old key, like for us old farts that had regular keys for cars, not these clicker keys. It was missing that, so yeah, but then the clicker thing broke, which was bound to happen. But yeah, you have to sometimes have that hard key. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. You know how you have the clicker ones that go in your ignition now, but then ours has where you pull out a hard key, but it was missing that when we bought the car. So, okay, let me get the other side. I know it's not a fabulous car detail experience, and I'm rinsing off the soap soon because I don't want to get the soap. Oh, it's locked right now. Speak of the devil. Let me get the key. I think there's a key just locked on itself here. Okay. Well, now I can show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. So you got like this key, which is what you put in the ignition, but I need to say these are getting too wet. I wear those so I don't get the cleaner all over my hand. But it has this, if you pull this back, it has like a hard key. That you need this sometimes, and this can go in your ignition and it can open the doors. But when we first got the car, they just gave us this thing. But like if the battery ever dies on this thing, you're screwed. And then there's times, I forget when it was, but there was something where we needed this when they were doing some sort of maintenance thing. But yeah, anyways. And then also, there was no way to attach it to anything. Like we couldn't put a key chain on it because the key chain is actually attached to that key. Like see how that comes out, and then this thing separates. See, it's attached to the key. But this has like no way. So we were just holding this little thing. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, don't. Make sure you have your Mercedes key if you ever buy a Mercedes. But make sure it has the hard key. Don't buy without it, because it's a rip-off. Okay, Rich, if you're around, I need some new gloves. Okay, did I unlock it? It locks on itself sometimes. Oh man, one time in our old Mercedes, we had left the keys in the car, in the garage, and then it locked on itself. Like the keys, I don't know what happened, bumps on it, but then the keys locked themselves in the car by themselves. Can you believe that? Like it did it on, like it's like the little clicker went off. Like it was an old car, so it had little issues like that. But we're like, oh no, we heard it like go off, and then we're like, oh no, the car just locked itself.
Hi, buddy.
Here, I need more gloves. Oh, I'll be right back out there. Yeah, I'm grabbing some of them blue gloves. I knew I should just bring the box out there, the gloves. So Casper is really upset right now. He is being so resistant to this diet thing. He hates, that's our buddy, you guys. He hates eating just hay. And we're trying to get him to eat hay and lettuce, but he's just not wanting that. He's wanting his pellets. So when we don't give it to him, he's just a little ornery thing. So I have to close the door these days because he's actually starting to come out of the room if he's mad. Like, he's like, what's going on? Get my pellets from outside of the room then. He starts like, he went out of the room the other day and it scared the crap out of me. I was like, oh no, When he's in one of the moods, I have to close the door. That's what I just did. Because that scares me if he were to go out. No. Okay. If he were to go out in the rest of the house, it's not safe. We luckily don't have any like mouse traps anymore, but can you imagine? That was what was terrifying before, but it's just I haven't, checked out there. Like there's just probably cords everywhere, or things that he can really get into. So I do not like that. But he gets ornery if you don't feed him. And that's why people are like, well, how did you let this happen? It's like, oh, you guys don't know what we do it. He starts like charging at you, and he's like, rah, rah, rah. I mean, he's not being too bad anymore because we're not giving him those crazy treats. But anywho, that's our little buddy Casper. He's almost 2 years old now, I think. We got him in May 2024, right? Yeah, May 2024. I'm just tired. I know this is like the most random like way to wash a car. Like I'm all over today, but I'm kind of just trying to get it looking better. It's not going to be a perfect car wash day because I don't know. I'm trying to get. I wanted to focus on trying to get some of these scratches. I guess why. So it's not that I'm being lazy. I got this stuff, I don't know if it'll work, Richard. Ordered it from Amazon, that McGuire stuff, because I'm really tired of some of these scratches on the car. I just want to see if I can get some of them off, That would make me happy. Since I have to look at it. Like every time I go in the garage, I'm like, gosh darn it. It's been like, gosh, when did I even do that? Was that around March? I can't even remember. You guys probably know. It just irritates me. But we did get the car loan way lower, so can't be too mad. And the monthly payments are way lower. Almost half of what they were. Because we had a really bad loan when we got the car. You gave them those crappy little places to just put you in these really bad loans. But at the time, we didn't really have much of an option because the other car broke. So it was not the timing that we wanted to get another car. It wasn't like we were looking for a car. And we actually were trying to get the car fixed. And it was the old Mercedes, the 2002, E320. The guy said, our mechanic, he's a very nice guy. Like he gives us a good deal. He doesn't charge us full rate of everything. But he said, I can't keep letting you guys put money into this car. It's not worth anything. And you guys are putting like $800 here, $1,000 here, I said, and it was gonna need, I think it was like $1,500. That means no, I can't even do this for you guys. You got to get rid of this car. And so we tried to get someone to buy it. They would only give us, what was it, $250, I think. I can't remember if it was $200 or $250, but we tried to get $50 more. This was for a Mercedes, a 2002 Mercedes, but it had been it was so done at that time. And it had so many miles. It had like 250,000 miles or something like that. But they said, no, we will not give you $50 more. So it was I think we got either $200 or $250 for it. Yeah, that it really was worth nothing. Oh, man. So how's everybody doing? I know we haven't been on here a lot lately. We've been pretty busy. I should bring you guys back over here so you can see me a little bit. You're all the way up there. Oh, here he comes. Here comes the camera.
They want to know what happened to the front of your car. What'd you hit?
I hit a so the thing that goes around the dumpster, it's like concrete basically. A lot of shopping centers, they have, and around their dumpsters they have basically like concrete or brick, or like you guys know what I'm talking about. Like it's like a wall, but it's like a whole casing around. You know what I'm saying? Is it? I don't know if it's concrete or brick. It's probably brick, right? Brick, I think is what it is. But do you guys know what I mean? It's very common. Like I'm not saying, oh, it's, but you know what I'm saying? So it goes around their dumpsters, and then it's usually so people can't actually get to them, you know what I mean? And they're locked. One of those things at this store was around the dumpster, and right next to it was a parking space. But when I pulled in, it got the brick or the concrete, whatever it is. You guys know what I'm talking about. So you have dumpsters at shopping centers. So windows running out here. And then they put like a brick wall, like total encasing though around them. You know what I'm talking about? And then there's usually like a gate with a lock. But all the way around them is, I don't know if it's brick or concrete. You guys know what I'm talking about. That's what I got. And if it had gone any more, that it wouldn't be operational. But it went crunch all on the side. And then I heard it before I even like felt it. It was like almost like hurt. Well, it was about the same time. You felt it. You feel the impact a little bit. But you know, I was parking, so I wasn't going fast. Otherwise, it'd be destroyed. But it's so bad for such a like short instance. Cause it was like, you know, like oh, and then I backed up. But it just did so much damage. It was pretty shocking the amount of damage. Honestly, I was pretty bummed. Well, insanely bummed. Not pretty bummed. Insanely bummed. But very surprised at the amount it was going to cost. Like at first I thought, oh, we'll just get it. Yeah, I was like, oh, not for that amount. I want $5,000. I said, oh, jeez. And I was just like, oh, man, it's just such a crappy thing to have happen because I wasn't doing anything wrong in any way in the sense of like, other than just miscalculating a parking space. But, you know, I wasn't in any way intoxicated. I wasn't, you know, driving fast. I wasn't, you know, I was just parking and I just miscalculated my car. You know, this car is way bigger than other cars I've driven. So sometimes I think I forget how big it is. Okay, I need to get a towel. And then I'm going to try and focus on these scratches is what I was really wanting to focus on today. But I got to get some towels, you guys. Hold on. Because I got to get this dry because I started getting water spots. I'll tell you, the wash job was just going to be quick. I really want to focus on trying to get these scratches out. I need towels. Is somebody here? In here? Okay. All right. Excuse me. Okay. You guys have a good view of everything here? I know I really crunched it, didn't I? It sucks too because I never ever get in accidents, and I'm a really safe driver. And I always like was getting on Richard's case about his driving, so he was just like, see, look at that. And it's like I love this car, and you know, it's my car, it's in my name and stuff, and it's like I did, it's my own car, you know. And it's the nicest car I've ever had, and I was like, gosh darn it. And it happens just pretty early on, you know, because we've only had the car for what, like 2 years now, so like within a year and a half, crunched it. So mad. Because I haven't had an accident at all in like 12 years, 13 years, and then to do it to my basically, you know, new car that I only had a year and a half. But it wasn't a new car, it was a used car, but still, it's new to me. So, sorry, I forgot it. I was doing a live stream for a second. I was like focusing on like cleaning the car, like la 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 la. So, I was saying, my dad did a car detailing business, but it was like a mobile car detailing business. So like we would go to businesses like and bring all of the stuff that you need to clean the car, and like, you know, he had the, I guess what is it, a generator or whatever. So like he put, you know, supplied his own water and, you know, power. So we had like this big old tank full of water too. So you could only do like 2 cars, which is about all we could do. Anyways, my dad would take something like 6 hours on a car. So he wanted it to be perfect. Like if you brought him your like insanely, ridiculously dirty car that you'd never clean in 10 years, like it was like one lady, then he wanted it to like be like exactly perfect. Like it had come from, you know, the dealer, you know, brand new, and all mobile. Like, but then the people didn't pay enough, you know. I mean, it's like one thing if they're, so you're only getting like $100, $150 or something per car, and I'm like, Dad, I just don't think this is gonna pay off for you. So it seems like a lot of work for not enough money for the amount of like, because it was exhausting. But I could do it. He did it for just a short time and didn't work out. Obviously, he went back to his hospital job. But I did it one summer with him. Oh, I just almost pulled off my light more. That's great. And it was like, I would not want to do this for a living, especially like, and I was in high school, and I'm like, this is tiring. Like, I can imagine. And my dad was, you know, in his 40s. I was like, Dad, you're not going to want to do this. It's a lot of work every single day. Like, because we did everything, you know, the washing, the waxing, the complete interior, the vacuuming. Oh, yeah, I know, right? Totally, right? How you guys doing? Yeah, that's awesome. That's great. The neighbor said theirs is next. I know, right? Did you guys ever do, oh, actually, soda's in here from the trip. They flew out of the bag. It's one that's not been opened yet. And then one that has been opened. From the trip, I have a little bit of dirtiness in the car here. I'm usually very OCD about, you know, if I had not done the damage to the car, I would be insane about keeping it really clean. Because like I said, we would probably just, you know, if it was dirty once in a while, if we didn't have time, we would just go to one of those quick ones, you know. But when I have to do it, then I procrastinate. Even though I like doing it, it's just like, you know, you just go, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, or you get busy, and oh, I'll do it tomorrow, whatever, or oh, it's too cold today, or it's too hot today, or this, whatever the reason. But today I'm like, it's time, because we did get like on the trip, and it's like, it's filthy, and I really want to. We also just ordered this scratch thing, because I was like, I really want to try and get some of these scratches out. That would make me happy. I keep looking at them every day. I don't think it's gonna do very much, but I want to try. Because I just am tired of, I wish I could get some of that yellow out. That would make me really happy. That was the color of the thing around the trash can. It was yellow. So I don't know where the white came from and all the other colors, because it was yellow. Like, I don't know how, but I guess it's brick. So I don't know. But it really was more shocking than I thought. Sorry, I can't reach over there. But Richard was so upset when I first came home, and I'm like, I'm upset too. He's like, whoa, you never get in accidents. I was like, I know. And of course I had to do a really bad one. I'm like, crunch. It wasn't just like a, you know, where you hit the bumper or something. That would have been better. But like the headlight. But the fortunate thing was, like I said, at least it's still fully operational. So it hasn't cost us anything yet, but we're thinking about getting it done, you know, if we can next year, because we just don't want to drive forever with it looking like this. But it is an older car, so you also go like, eventually we'll probably get another car, and is this just going to be our beat around car? I don't know. Because it's a 2014. But I love it though. I was so upset when I did that. It just looks so tacky. So when we took it to LA on, I think it was like the first trip, it was like this because we took it 3 times like this to LA. I'm surprised it doesn't break more on the highway. It stays exactly, and it doesn't seem to, knock on wood, fall anymore. It just stays in place. Thank goodness. Because I thought if we went on like a long road trip, it would like tear off. Now we've taken it 3 times like that. But the first trip, I think it was, we were in like a really nice, I think it was like Venice Beach or something. And this little girl just kept staring at our car because we were parked and the parents were getting in the car that was parked in front of us. You know, we were parallel parked. And she just kept staring and pointing at the thing, and the mom finally had like blow away because I think there's all these rich people. She's like, why would they not fix their car? Like, why would it look like that? I don't know. That's what poor people, sweetie. They don't get them fixed right away always, especially if it's no other car involved. So I didn't have to involve the insurance unless I want to, because I just have to live with it looking like that if I don't want to involve the insurance. But there was no other, like, it was just the dumpster casing. So I think the dumpster casing survived pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna move you guys because I'm gonna focus. I don't know. I just don't think this is gonna work. I really want some of this yellow to come off, but I just don't see it. I guess the white is just the scratches. And then the yellow is the paint. That's what it is, okay. Oh, gee, excuse me. Hello, hi. Oh, yeah, just cleaning the car.
You don't want to trim the palm tree?
Oh, okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
It's getting big.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
You want to get rid of it?
No, not right now, no.
Yeah, it's getting skinny and taller.
Yeah, we don't. Okay, thank you. We'll let you know.
What happened to it?
Huh? Oh, I ran into, you know, the casing around a dumpster. It was like that concrete brick thing, you know. Ooh. I know. They want like it's $5,000 worth of damage. And so, or we have to do our $1,000 deductible for insurance, and the insurance goes up, so it's like, But it's still fully operational. It just looks terrible. So we are gonna get fixed one of these days, but probably not today. Yeah, I know, it's a bummer. So I'm trying to get some of the scratches off at least, see if that could look a little better.
Yeah, well, you have to change this one and
I know, so that's why it's so expensive, because you gotta do the whole headlight.
Yeah, when it's small, it's kind of expensive.
I know, yeah. Have a good one. We'll let you know. Okay, thank you. Oh man, Richard does not want that palm tree cut at all. He's gonna be like, hell no. He said you want to cut down, Richard would die if they cut down that palm tree. Unless it dies, we're not cutting that thing down, I guarantee you. Because he's so upset that we lost that other tree in the front. It's not taking off the yellow at all, is it? Yeah, I feel like it's helped a little bit with the white scratches. But that yellow is like not coming off at all. That's the part that's embarrassing too, is all the yellow. I better leave that alone. I don't want to break any more of that. It actually stayed exactly that way. It hasn't broken any more right now. At least I feel like I got some of the white off. Oh, let's get like a towel. Oh. So those cans from the car. Sparkling water. Ooh, Richard loves that sparkling water from Whole Foods in LA. They have really good stuff there, but it's expensive. What? Whole Foods is always expensive, but it's more expensive in LA than anywhere, than even Manhattan, New York. Oh, it's like everything is more expensive. Like the beef is like $10.99. It's $9.99 here, which is still expensive, but for the organic beef at Whole Foods, which we don't pay that, it's too expensive. We don't buy from Whole Foods here, it's too expensive. But when I'm in New York, I buy from Whole Foods. I'm like blocking the light. but I don't know how to not block my own light. Not that my yellow to come off, but I feel like some of the white did. Oh, man. It just sucks when you have to look at it every day when you know it's your fault. But it wasn't like, it's just what they call an accident. It's not like it can be like, oh, shouldn't have done this, shouldn't have that. It's just literally like, I just miscalculated parking. So like, okay, learn how to park better? Yeah, okay. But I've never done that ever in my life, so it's not like something I do all the time where every time I park, I work my car. It's only happened once ever. So it's like you can't even really do much to kind of adjust. You just have to be there like, man. I guess that's why it's literally called an accident, Because not much can be... Like if you go, oh, I was driving too fast, or... I didn't look where I was going. This is more like I was looking. It's just like, when you park and you miscalculate the size of your car, like as you pull in something, you're like, oh, my car's bigger than I thought. Because, like I said, I hadn't had it that long, only a year and a half. But I don't know, it shouldn't have happened. But it's just annoying. It was driving me nuts when we were in LA, so I said, let's just try and get some scratch remover. It would just make me feel better. Because people just look at us funny driving around like this. And it was so nice when we first got it. I mean, it wasn't perfect. It had some scratches, which some of these I think are not even from me. Because it wasn't perfect. It had some scratches, but not like that. Yeah. Like some of these I don't think are even... These I think were already on the car, some of these scratches, but nothing like that, you know what I mean? Because it definitely was not a perfect car when we got it, but it definitely looked better than it does now. It's all my fault! And I'm actually a big car girl, so it's one of the worst things for me. Where are the other scratches? There's some other scratches. Right here. These ones.
Looking at 1,000% better.
Is it? I feel like it's not even. Is it looking better?
Looking a lot better.
Okay. It's so frustrating to me. I just didn't like that.
They said you're trying to buff plastic.
But it did look better, didn't it?
They said you can't buff that.
Oh.
Plastic. Trying to say it won't ever come off the plastic.
No, well maybe I get something scratched off the side of the car then. That's just plastic, all right.
Mark Fusion says, should I join my spiritual advisor?
Thank you, Mark. What about, so maybe it would come off this part, or is this plastic too? What is this part of the car? Is this plastic too? Is this all plastic? This part?
Hey, white boy, what's up?
No, it can't all be plastic, right? Just the front, right?
Oh, Lalo can come fix it for you.
Yeah. I would count on Lalo fixing something as like the last person on the planet to call, like in the sense of like, oh, my car's broke, who would I call? Like he would be the last person I'd be like, okay, no one else in the whole planet, okay, maybe I'll ask, because I don't think the guy knows how to fix a car, even a tire, I don't think that guy can change a tire. I wouldn't think so, or change his oil, or even know where to put the oil in the car. He might know where the gas tank is. Maybe if you ran out of gas. But I don't think there'd be anything else. Maybe he ran out of gas, but I don't think he has a spare, red, one of them things. We have like 5 of them in there. There's like 5 of those gas tank things. Gloria had 1 million of them for some reason. But I think you have to, first off, too, usually if your car breaks down, you kind of want someone who has a car to come help you, right? Doesn't he not have a car?
Yeah, something.
So like he'd have to bum a ride with someone else or in an Uber to come help you fix your car. You usually call someone that has a car, maybe to come pick you up, you know.
He just said Lalo once dissected a tarantula online in an effort to prove that he wasn't, that he was straight.
But how would that make? I don't think that would be like a something that would designate that. Okay. I mean, I think anyone could do that. But that's funny. It is interesting. But anyways, you guys, I won. I've been winning my basketball bets. I'm really good at this basketball thing. But I'm not even tell you what I did yesterday. Such an idiot. You guys right here?
Yeah.
I cashed out on a ticket that I was going to win because I've been nervous because, I was like, there's 5 and I got 4 of them and, I don't want to be greedy. And, if this goes south, because they were offering us a pretty good amount. And I said, you know what? Let's not be greedy. Let's just take it. And I won the whole bet. So I was actually rooting for that team to not win, which was the Knicks. And it was the Knicks. And I rooted for the Knicks. But I was like, after I cashed out, I said, oh, no, I don't want them to win now. Go Toronto. But I want the Knicks. And they're all coming to Vegas, you guys. So I'm so happy the Knicks are coming to Vegas. But, yeah, I picked all 5, and they all won. And I cashed out on 4. I was so mad. I was like, darn it, Knicks. You won, just like I predicted. But then I was nervous because I just was like, well, I got 4 out of 5. That's not because they'll give you an offer if you are doing good on your bet on the online ones. And we always turn them down, always. Because now let's just keep going because this is fun. Because it's only like a $5 bet. Let's just go. But I, would have won a lot more. And I just couldn't believe it. I said, you're kidding. You're kidding. I won my whole bet and I cashed out early. What the heck? But I'm really good at doing the basketball betting. I'm figuring out. I was not very good at which one? Well, actually, I did okay at college football. Actually, I did pretty good. Actually, I do have pretty good most of the sports. Oh, Richard was saying, so you want to do hockey? I was like, I don't even know the rules to hockey. No, I'm not interested. I know the basics, but I don't know all the extra rules. But I really miss my Mets. That's what I really want. So there's going to be no luck on this. Did it do anything though? I feel like it lessened the whiteness, but it's plastic, and it's not doing much on any. Do I have any other scratches on this car? I don't know. I don't think so. They wouldn't be from us. It'd just be from the. I don't know how many owners this car had before us, but it wasn't in perfect. Should we got one, but it definitely didn't have that. But anything else may have been from a previous owner over here. Let's see, I don't know if we got any scratches over here. Let's see. Let's see what we got going on here. So it does not work on plastic. Good to know. Oh dear, I'm always up to something stupid. Oh gosh, did you guys see my video about the Irish kilt? I felt like such an idiot.
Some chips for that. They just need to clip that bumper. Take it to a body shop.
Oh, because that's what we were hoping, that maybe they could do like a kind of like, basic job of not like perfect, but make it look just not so crappy, but not like $5,000 thing, because that's like what they're quoting for if you're getting it through the insurance. So like completely have it back to, factory. But I'm like, I don't have to be perfect. It just could look a little better than the way it looks. That's what I'm hoping for. But, I think it's definitely looks better cleaner, but man, just unfortunate. But I feel for, because at the time, and commonly around here, we don't have a spare $1,000 or $5,000. So it was going to be really bad that time, I remember too, because it was like,
Yeah,
I don't remember the whole instance, but
you gotta take her this days. He'll come do it for $5,000 right now.
yeah, I know, right? So would anyone. But I was very stunned at the cost, because that's the car's not worth all that much more in the sense of as it gets older, like it's worth more than that, but it's not worth enough to want to put $5,000 of work into it, you know what I mean? But if the insurance does it, but then we have a $1,000 deductible and our insurance goes up every month. So like, do I want that either? Not really. So, yeah, if someone could kind of like, you know what I told Rich we should do? We should get one of those car bras and just kind of cover it up a little bit.
Oh, good idea.
You know, so it just doesn't look so bad. Like, you just kind of like brace it up there, like give it a little boost. But this is a funny story, not too super funny for Richard's sake, but the last Mercedes that Richard bought, that's exactly what they did to him. But he didn't know. And so when they finally took the bra off the car, there was damage on the other Mercedes, not where the headlight, but there was front damage on the last Mercedes. It had a bra on it when they bought it. So it was funny that someone, well, it's not funny that someone would do that to someone, but it was funny that they thought the same thing. Let's cover it up. And that's where I thought of it, actually, because of what happened to Richard. I said, you know, maybe a bra. But I looked one time, the bra for this one, it's massive, which maybe would be all right, where it goes up like a T. I was thinking more just one in the front, but this one I think goes up like a T, so it covers like the, well, it could work, it could work. I think that could be all right, but the problem is, I don't know if it would cause any, I wouldn't want to, when we're putting on the bra, pull the glass off anymore, you know what I mean? So it's a mess, yeah. It's just unfortunate because besides that, like I said, there's a couple of scratches, but besides that, the car looks great, and it just sucks because that looks terrible. And especially since it's yellow and like white, because not many cars are even yellow, you know what I mean? It would be rare probably for you to hit something. We have a yellow Porsche. Oh gosh, if I'd hit the Porsche, oof. But so it was the dumpster thing because, I mean, it's just funny the fact that if you would rarely probably even hit a yellow car. But yellow is a terrible color on silver. Like I feel like almost any other color would have been better. Red wouldn't be too good either, but and sometimes those things are red. I'm trying to think of what color they would paint those things. You guys know what I'm talking about. Do you know what I'm talking about? You know, like if you go into, okay, like apartment complexes have them, shopping centers usually have them, because they don't want people messing with the dumpsters. Like they don't want people dumpster diving or putting their own trash in there or whatever. So they often have an entire like casing around it, like a wall, but like all the way around it, like so it's like a square around the usually like 2 dumpsters in there. And then there's usually a gate on the front, but all around is like brick or concrete. You know, it's not something soft. It's not cushiony. And so imagine this is where the thing is. It's right here. And I'm coming into the parking space and parking right next to it. Do you get what I'm saying? But as I'm pulling in the space, I miscalculate because I'm the driver over here. I miscalculate this side of my car and I hear it. Oh, and I back up luckily, and that's why it didn't get worse. Damage, well, in the sense of where it's broken. It's pretty bad in the how it looks, but it's functional, and that's a good thing. Because when I first got home, I didn't know because it was daytime. I didn't know if the light was still functional. I was like, oh no, I was freaking out because I called Richard immediately. And he's like, what did you do? I was like, it's bad. Yeah, it's really bad. I was like, I think I broke the headlight completely. I was like, well, the glass, he's like, is the glass broke? I was like, yeah, the glass is broken. He's like, oh, Joy, those headlights are a fortune. Because we already knew headlights were expensive. And I was like, oh, I know, it's bad. So I came back because I was at the grocery store. And we're just like, oh no. But then we turned on the headlights because it was the day, so I didn't have the headlights on. And they did still work. There's only one that doesn't work, but it's not a necessary one. It's like they have, you know, like the extra ones you don't use, like the runners or something like that, running light or something like that. But yeah, it's fully, and we've been driving it, no problems with like, you know, ever getting pulled over where we didn't have a headlight or something. And it just looks really crappy. The crazy thing though is like the other side of the car looks pretty good. Like you go from the other side, you're like, car's fine. Then you go on the side, you're like, oh. So like, and what really sucked is, funny thing is, Richard had actually bumped the car prior to this, and he was at the casino, and I didn't give him crap about it, but I was a little bit frustrated just because like I love the car, but I did not give him crap about it, which was luckily I didn't, because then I did this, but he bumped into a parking space too, but the front. At the casino, they have like a wall in front of, or like a grate, or something that blocks you from like going plowing through a bigger wall. There'll be something, in front of a parking space there at a lot of the casinos. So he bumped it as he was parking because he was pulling in. But it bumped it enough where it popped out the Mercedes symbol, which ours is like huge in the front of you guys. And so it looked so crappy for about a month or two. We were driving around with it like that before we got fixed. We were waiting for the symbol. So we had to order it online. It took forever because we had to order it from like overseas. And then, so we finally took it to our mechanic for him to pop it in. We had to get a new grill too. And he got it all like looking great. You know what I mean? And it was not like a month later, I think it was, or maybe like 2 months later, we go back to the mechanic and it looks like this, and he's like, "What did you do?" We're just like, "Joy did it. No, that wasn't me." But he's like, "Oh man," because he had just like made it look really nice for us. And he was like, "Oh, you guys." I was like, "I know." But it's crazy because besides that, like we don't have accidents, and both of those were just parking accidents with no other car involved, just walls, just walls. But it kind of sucks because both of them were pretty significant, like to bump your, like in the sense of not like significant, like tons of damage, but just embarrassing damage. Like, oh, you're missing the symbol for the Mercedes, a big hole in the front of your car, or you're missing your headlight, like the glass. It's just like tacky more. But in both of them, the car was still fully functional. It just looked bad. So this is starting to irritate me though. I was just talking with Rich about it on the show. I'm like, I'm just getting tired of looking at it. Like, I want to do something with it, but we might. I don't know. Maybe we could just do some like where we take it to a body shop and just make it look a little better. But I want like glass, but that's the expensive part. Like, the glass is part of the whole headlight. You can't just replace the glass. You have to replace the whole headlight. So, because that's the part that I hate, that the glass is literally shattered. It looks so stupid. But all right, I think the car detail job is done for today. I do need a vacuum, but I think I'll do that later because yes, I could. I just don't have an extension cord right now. I guess I could vacuum though. That's a good idea. Now that we got the car all the way out here. Stop doing that. The thing keeps wanting to lock the doors on us. We're digging an extension cord, so I think we could do the vacuuming, you guys. Now that I think about it. Yeah, let's do this. Let's vacuum. Okay, here we go. Because we did take it on a trip, and it's pretty dirty in there. Okay, let me get the vacuum. And we do have an extension cord now. Let me just make sure it's gonna do the, yeah, okay, good. Okay, sweet. It's got the right outlet thing. Oh, this is a good extension cord. Richard got one just for this purpose, so we could actually vacuum the car out there. Because I can do it, before I would do it from inside the garage, but it's actually much easier to do it out here. You have a lot more room than trying to do it in the garage because we got 2 cars in the garage. We can't pull the other one out. It doesn't run. Yeah, we got 2 cars in the garage, but one is stuck. It doesn't run, so we don't have an option to move that one. Man, you guys, one time actually, I think this is when the key broke. The car was in the garage. We have this tow guy that's towed our car. Well, he's towed the Porsche like 5 times. He's a real nice guy. He came to tow the Mercedes. We had to tow it to the Mercedes dealership because we couldn't start it without a key. And believe me, we tried to do have someone come. We couldn't do that. The Mercedes one has to have the actual Mercedes key, of course. You know, can't buy like an aftermarket one. That'll never work. That's how Mercedes is. But anyways, he couldn't get the car out of the garage because we have two non-running cars in the garage, and he needed to be able to get his thing in there. Oh, he barely could get it in there. It was amazing how he did it. But he's like, "Oh man, I don't know how we're gonna get out of the garage because you got two non-running cars that are like just sandwiched in the garage. That's not good. That's not a good situation. Two cars and neither of them running. That was not a good day. All right. Now, I'm not gonna be able to talk much, so you guys just basically watch me vacuum because you're not gonna hear me when I'm vacuuming. So, sorry, you're just gonna have to watch me vacuum. Talk amongst yourself. I'll try to talk a little bit, but I don't think you're gonna hear me. Where's in my pocket? Oh, that guy's card. This little thing is not the best, but I don't have an attachment. I don't have the other attachment. This one is crappy. It's too big. You want the thinner one they have at the car places. But get up in here. I love cleaning a car after a road trip. Get mad when he falls over. My little R2-D2. Yeah, scare me. Yeah, let me push this seat forward now. Looks much better. You know, the damage to the front bothers me less. When the car's dirty and you have that, and the other scratches, and you're just it just exasperates it. Oh, more stuff that fell from the trip. I thought there was more waters from the trip. Here's these ones you like, these sparkling ones. These ones are from the Whole Foods in LA. They went under the seat. Because we had a bunch of stuff in the back seat. Because I try to keep it handy, when we're driving. But then some of the bags, the stuff fell out. Honestly, one of the things I love about living in a house is getting to clean your car at home instead of having to every time you need to clean your car you have to pay, which I know when I was in the Air Force or even when I was in college for a short time, I did do some college. If you're thinking, actually, I'm going to send this through. I think is going to be the best option. The whole vacuum, because I think that'd be better than trying to bring the cord around the car. I'm gonna send it through the car, and I'm gonna bring you guys with me over there. But people would brag on you, like, clean your car or whatever, and you're like, but it costs money, you know, when you don't have a house. Like, you have to go somewhere. I gotta find a spot for you guys. There's like a bush. Okay, I guess like this. So I remember even when I worked in not disturb on for you guys. Are you guys still there? Are we still good? Or did it freeze? Are you guys still there? Alright. Hopefully you guys still there. Hopefully it didn't freeze. Did it freeze? Are you guys still there? You guys still there? I don't know if it froze. But yeah, it's like you don't necessarily have the money to clean your car always when you're young. Alright, you guys, we're almost done with the car project, okay? Are you guys still there? Or did I lose y'all? Are you still there? Okay, looks like we're still good. Okay, we're gonna do this side. Now this side's a little brighter over here, but I have to get the other side, so we gotta go through the front here. Maybe I'll just leave you guys on this side, but it's too far. Stop trying to lock the door. The thing over there, the key's over there, and it keeps trying to lock the door. What's going on with it? I hear it like beeping. I'm using the car. Okay, we gotta go on the other side again. It's just not as sunny over there. Okay. And we're almost done with this car project. There we go. You guys still around? Okay. I'm gonna back in this side now. Second, so you guys are, This side is harder. Because this is, okay. This is over here. But I was over this way because, I probably should have moved the car, but I was over this way because of the hose. So I had it very far this way in the driveway, if you're wondering why it's all the way this way. Because the hose can't reach that far. But then this, I should have it moved closer the other way. But oh well. I don't have much longer, so there's no point moving the car now. I'm just gonna do this side and then I'm done with this car project for today. And I'm a little bummed that I couldn't get the scratches off the plastic, I guess. Genius. I think I'm satisfied with that for today. I used to like be so OCD, but you know, I just get it where it just looks good to me enough, you know, like where it's just like, okay, there's not like crap everywhere, but not like, absolutely perfect every single spec. You know what I mean? As you get older, you get a little bit less OCD sometimes. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, like, well, maybe if you live all by yourself, that's not, can get really OCD. But like if you have like kids, or if you have like I know it's like once we've lived in the house and, you know, we've been traveling a lot and, you know, take care of growing that, it's just like, all right, that's good enough. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect. But when it was just me and Rich, like, I would make things a lot more perfect because I just had more time on my hands. But now there's so many projects in this house that I just don't usually have time to like spend too long on each project, you know what I mean? So I always have to wind these up. I can't stand though when people don't wind up this stuff. That's one thing I'm very OCD about. Let me get it. Okay, hold on. Let me unplug it. Right there. Hold on, unplug all this stuff. It's stuck. Trying to not unplug. It's in like one of those several things are plugged in the same thing, kind of. I don't want to unplug the whole thing. Okay, you guys still good? Are we good? You guys still? Oh, shoot. Make sure we're all still here. Are we all still present? Just kidding. So I've been watching some really good shows the last like 2 nights. Richard put on like this one. I can't. Okay, let me think of the names. One is called The Staircase, I think. It's really interesting. It's like a murder mystery thing, but it's really interesting. Like, I'm really intrigued with it. It's like this story where like the guy, I think it's a true story. But it's the guy, I think his name's like David Peterson, and like I don't know the whole story yet, so don't tell me. But like he claims his wife fell down the stairs and died, but that's not what happened. Like, clearly someone killed her. So, but then he was trying to be a politician or something, and he's like a famous author or something, and so he thinks that people are setting him up or whatever, but I don't know the whole story yet, you guys. But I guess it's a true story, but I don't know the stories, so I was all intrigued with that last night. And then there was one other show we were watching with Adam Sandler and George Clooney. I don't remember the name. That show was really funny. I was enjoying that. So I'm getting into these 2 shows, and when I was watching my sports, and I won my bet, but I cashed out a little early, so I did win money, but I could have won the whole bet. Can you believe that? Can you believe that nonsense? Like, so often we win like all of one on a parlay, because we do these big parlays. Richard won 8 out of 9 on a parlay. I'm like, why would you do 9 legs? And he won 8 out of 9 one day. And I was like, but I usually do 5 or 6. But lately I've been getting all but 1. And it's just so annoying when you have a parlay. You got everything. You got the really hard stuff, and then you don't get like one, which should be simple thing, which of course it's nothing simple, obviously. But something that's like, it's just not as hard as like picking the first touchdown or something, or who's going to get that or something like that, which we've done, things like that, or who's going to get the first basket. I don't know, over or under for the final score or something like that. But I had 4 out of 5, and I was like, you know what, let me not get greedy, let me cash it in. But then, of course, I won all 5. But I didn't get the money for all 5. But the final thing was the Knicks, which I had picked them to win, and they won. But I was actually almost rooting for Toronto because even though I love the Knicks, but because New York. But I was almost rooting for Toronto because I was like mad that I cashed in my bet. That I was like, I don't want it to be right now. I want to be wrong, so that I'll know that it would make sense why I cashed it out. But no, it didn't make sense. I was wrong. I was right, but I was wrong to cash out. My bet was right, so I should have stuck with it. Anyway, we just like to bet a little bit on sports. Not for getting money, just for having money to keep playing. Does that make sense? So like we just like to bet so that we can play again. that's when we're happy. Like, yay, we have bet money. We just find it as a little hobby for us, but not to actually make money on sports betting. Because for one thing, it is really hard to actually make money. Because one day you could have them like all right, but then the next day you can be like all wrong. Because you think, oh, I'm so good at this, and the next day it's like every single one you pick was wrong. Like, okay, maybe I could be a reverse indicator. All right. Okay, you guys. I think I'm about done here with the live. Let me see what Rich is up to, but we'll probably call it quits because that was my project. Throw this stuff out, put this stuff back in the house. I just gotta get all this stuff cleaned up. These can go in the fridge. Oh, jeez. Why I try to carry everything at once? I don't know. I was a waitress for a while, so I'm always like, I enjoy trying to see if I can carry everything, you know? But then it really sucks when I'll do something like, oh, let me do it while I'm carrying the eggs as well. You're like, Joy, why even risk this? Like, why do this to yourself? I've never broke eggs. But it is a funny thing where I'll be like trying to carry all these things, and it'll be something like eggs. I'm like, why would I even risk that? Like, why would I just put the eggs down and then carry the other things, the non-breakable things? But I'm like, no, I can do it. I can carry it with the eggs. I got it. All right, I'm gonna pull the car in. So I'm gonna leave you guys right here. I'm gonna bring the and hello everybody. Is everybody still here? Thank you everybody. We're gonna pull the car in, and I'm going to get that stuff off the floor there, and the hose. I'm gonna put the hose back. I do feel better about this. Here, I'll put it right here for now. And then I'll bring that in a second. I feel much better about the car right now, even though I still have that scratch all over the front. But it was so dirty that now it feels much better. It's dirty. Okay. Because when it's dirty on top of that, it just looks really bad. I mean, it still looks bad, but at least it's clean. All right, let me pull it in for you guys. Hold on. Whoa, I felt like for a second the car was moving because I was moving my seat. And I was like, whoa, is the car rolling back? It's like that thing, you know, when you're in a car wash and you feel like you're moving, but the car wash is moving. All right, here we go, guys. Let's pull the car in. I feel accomplished today by doing that. Little things like that. Like I do like a million loads of laundry a day. That's no problem. Or I'll, you know, do the dishes all the time or whatever, you know. But then, you know, little things like you wash the car and you're like, oh, that feels really good. Like the other things, I'm like, yeah, whatever, you know. Do those every day. When you do something like, oh, I washed the car, and then you feel like, oh, yeah, that's a good day. I feel accomplished. It does look much better, much happier. It was getting pretty dirty. Yeah, I'm very upset about that little fupa I did there. But the fortunate thing, like I said, is the car's still fully functional. So otherwise, if we were out like $5,000, like and we had to do it, then I'd be really, really upset. All right, I'm about done.
Hey, good job.
Do you want to say hi for a minute?
Yeah, I'll say hi.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, here.
Here you go, let me give you the microphone.
I got work to do right now, so I don't want to.
Say hi for a minute.
Okay.
Car looks much better.
Good. How you guys doing over here? Everybody doing good? You guys busy? Okay, guys. Listen, I'm gonna. Hey, thanks, Jared. We will catch up with you a little later. I'm in the middle of a project right now, so I hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks for helping us wash the car. Have a great night.